Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today it's always exciting working with the Planner's Choice Bonsai Starter Kit trees because that was my initial jump into the bonsai world. So today it's going to be pruning 4 out of my 5 blue jacarandas. I have one in a planting of 3, and then one on its own. The fifth blue jacaranda I pruned a little over a month ago, maybe just a month ago actually, because it really wasn't giving me any growth. It was pretty dormant, and I wasn't sure, if it was dead, what was going on. But I pruned it back. We got some nice back budding, so I'll show you that one, and we'll get to pruning the other 4. So that's what's coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. All right, y'all. So this is a total mess over here. What I did was I let these 4 grow. The plan was to let them all just grow out this year and get a little thickness to the trunk. But it just looks a mess going into the middle of winter here, and I have less to do, so they're getting some attention. So I figured what we'll do is we'll get all this under wraps. I'll prune these flowers back hard. I still would like to think I want these. They're kind of acting like a little flowering bush amongst the trees. But I might just take them out altogether eventually. I'm not sure. So we'll try one more time to just kind of get them to fill out and stay low. But it looks like with these 3 blue jacarandas, the planting will be plenty busy anyway. So I don't know. We'll decide that when it comes to it. But let me show you the one that I pruned back hard. You can go back in its playlist and check it out. It's this one. This is all natural bend. It usually bends towards the light if you don't have your blue jacarandas more than babies yet, or if you're just starting. You can expect them to bend towards the light. So if you have them in a window, they're going to bend. If you have them with a grow light, they will probably, oh man, it looks like I got some white flies on here. They will probably grow straight up towards the grow light, but mine have always been in windows. So I just kind of turn it as it goes, trying to get some nice shape to it. I did have another branch that went around like that just died off, so that was odd. That's specific to the blue jacaranda. I haven't had that with the Delaunix regia. And this thing is 3 years going on 4 years. So not that thick compared to the compared to the Delaunix regia as well. But very similar foliage. You get the really big leaves, as you see. I love it when they first start kicking off blooms because it's the light green. It looks in appropriate size, and they get huge, and it's like, okay, well, it's still pretty, but totally out of proportion. So that's the back budding you can expect. I really pruned it till there was nothing left, so you can be bold with these the older they get. So and then this one, you see it. This is a specimen here. I didn't touch because it did have some healthy growth coming off of a new branch, and then this one, it wasn't really doing much, but it looked good, so I left it. So we'll prune that one up as well. Well, I didn't know we had the white flies, so this is actually perfect that we're doing a pruning, defoliating type of deal, and then I will be able to spray it down with some essential oils of some variety and some dish soap. Okay, so first and foremost, let's clean this up. These flower, oh, my bad. These flower in long, thin little shoots, and they have these tiny little flowers that are bell-shaped. Very cool. And the leaves themselves are different shades of greens and almost white, nice variegated. And then, they're a pain in the way that the flowers kind of fall and make a mess, but I'm used to vacuuming every day because of the 2 service mutts I have. In front of this, over yonder, I don't know if you could see it in this shot, but I have a pencil cactus and bamboo cutting little planting in a planter, and that goes in front of this, and then this sits up on some pots behind it. So it's almost like a tiered planting. So I guess I want to take all of it off, but it does grow back strong. So I'll just come back to here, right where it starts to leak out of the pot. And then I'll take it all off the back. Nobody's going to see that, including the sun. I had it pushed up against the window, and now I have a catty corner kind of to make room for my cherimoya tree. So I'll show you all after this. But I think it'll all work well together. Yeah, I'll leave that leaf. Yeah, any of the interior growth going towards the trunks of my trees and just getting rid of those. If it's too close, I'm just going to pull it. So these actually were in a hanging basket in a planter up above this tree planting, and the seeds fell down from those flowers. And when they started growing, I'm like, all right, this might be cool. So I left it. So I didn't really plan this planting, but rather than removing these as they germinated, I said, let's see where it takes us. Yeah, I don't want anything too close to my trunks. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so lots of it taken off. Let's see. All right, now with the blue jacks. They grow tall and skinny, so I probably want to take them down to about a foot. So it looks like this is where the chop was last time. I'll do that again. There, it didn't divide at all. And I'm sure you can try and root these as cuttings. I'm not going to, because I haven't had much success with the Dilonics, and like I said, that one's less fussy. So this one divides into two. I don't want it too far outside the pot, so as it gets to the edge of the pot, prune that one there. And this is where this one was pruned last time, so I'll do that. Right, these are just kind of falling off this side branch. It divides here. Yeah. I'm just going to let this one grow because it's the same height as where I just pruned, and it's definitely the skinnier branch, so let's leave it to have some energy. Here. Same kind of thing. Trim off some deadwood from the last pruning, or some dieback. So they're all starting kind of central and then growing that way and then back up. So I think the way I have it cornered now, I could get some turning growth side to side, which would be cool. This one, prune it back to where I did last time. You can be bold with these and the Dilonics. They really, I guess if you have a ficus, I would compare it to that, where you could really be aggressive, or a jade plant. And you can pretty much prune, defoliate, do what you got to do. And depending on the age and the strength of the tree is how fast it'll come back. But in my experience, they always come back. Okay. And this foliage doesn't seem to be too happy, so I'm just going to nip it there. Might get a divide here. This is where it was pruned last time. So pretty much all the leaves are off. Nope. Oh, might as well. Okay, so pruned and defoliated. I'm going to do this little specimen over here. You hear my baby Stella. She's just settling in, maybe for a nap, hopefully. So, what I've been doing with these and the Delonics, once the apexes are shooting off new buds, I've just been pinching them off, and by giving some energy back to the tree, I'm hoping for some more back budding. But this one's just completely too tall and boring, so I'm going to come back to here, and this one has some action growing down low, so I'm going to leave it because this is very thin. So if I could get the two of them about the same thickness, prune it back again, and then start from there, I think that'll be a nice little start for that one. All right, so let's take a look at these. All right, so you see what I'm talking about. I have my cherimoya tree that I've decided to have be a larger tree in the house. Just pruned the apex on that the other day. And then this is now catty corner on the chest to let more light in the window. Before it was just pushed up against the wall, and I don't know, didn't let much light in, and I didn't like it too much. So I have these staggered. I've got the blue jacks in the back there, and in the front I have some bamboo cuttings and pencil cactus. So what I was thinking is it would be cool to have like the blue jacks above, and then like a hedge of bamboo, and then some pencil cactus coming leaking out of the pot. So I just have to prune. Let's do. Let's get this guy down. Bamboo is another one of those things. It's pretty forgiving, and it's just a matter of how strong it is, how fast it grows back, you know, even what season it is. Cool. So I thought little flowering bush, trees, bamboo, and then the pencil cactus coming out. I still think it's a cool idea. It's just going to take some time. So this is new vertical growth right here. Pencil cactus. Taking all that out. I have some of these that I've grown vertically like trees, and I'm very pleased with them as well. But these are awesome for developing some weeping, as you can see. And typically just, you know, every month or so, you just have to take out all the vertical growth if you don't want it. And that kicks the energy back into the tree. A lot of people are afraid to prune, but don't be. It's better for your plants and trees for the most part. It's just a matter of timing, whether it's an indoor, outdoor, tropical. Cold hardy, not cold hardy. All right, cool. So that looks good there. And put this guy up. That's going to do it for today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai, y'all. I think Laura got got Stella down. So success, done with the bonsai, pruning, and the baby's going to take a nap. So this is my version of baby proofing by pushing everything back. We'll see. She's not crawling yet, but soon enough. That's her Japanese Okinawan holly tree she got for her baby tree, and a weeping Japanese cherry, ironically both Japanese trees. We got a blue jack, a Delonix regia that's budding back, and the other blue jack. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Jarhead Bonsai, y'all. I know I did. So from my family to yours, cheers.